Who are you rooting for?
We spoke about it earlier. Wiggy gave us a key or two earlier during the show this morning, but if you were not here, you want him to obviously get after the quarterback.
Yep.
And he is. Listen, I was surprised with the feedback on where you rank Jackson Dart because there are a lot who are impressed by him.
Yeah.
So, and then you talked obviously about that O-line, and you're missing a couple starters there, and so you got to get Lowe and you got to get Brown to step up. Certainly this evening. So.
And I want to see, and I have it every week, but it's one of my biggest things. You got to be able to run the football, and I want to.
You have that same key every week.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, that's a great key to
What
have.
do you think about stopping the run?
Stopping the run, they've been pretty good at that. Throughout the season,
Right.
the last couple of games, they've given up some rushers.
Should they be disciplined?
You got to be disciplined. We got to be gap disciplined,
Thank you, Gresh.
especially against Jackson Dart and his ability to run. But when we see this football team, we always say, okay, if they can run the football, it just opens up so many things, and it makes it easier on Drake Maye when it comes to him throwing the football. The fact that Josh McDaniels is a big play action guy. He loves the play action. But, yeah, you got to be able to run the football. And
I do still worry about him health-wise, and certainly with that pass rush and those two guys being out, that's like a lingering concern that I have.
Yeah, but I subscribe to what Joe Burrow said. We played audio from Joe Burrow earlier in the show where he's like,
last week we did.
Was that last week?
Yeah.
We haven't played Joe Burrow audio today.
Was it earlier today?
When did I hear Joe Burrow talk?
I don't know.
Wiggy, we talked about the win they had Thursday night against the Ravens. We had a quick riff on it, but we didn't hear from him.
Wiggy, you might have heard the replay this morning before our show, and you heard Joe Burrow.
All right, maybe that was I heard the replay this morning where he was talking about, you guys played that audio. Like, listen, I can't worry about getting hurt.
Yeah.
So I would say the same thing. Like, obviously Drake Maye, that's the number one thing, but it's football, and unfortunately, if knock on wood, that doesn't happen because that's every team's number one downfall. But just as far as between the white lines, I think the thing that I look at is you got to be able to run the ball, and we always have Ninko on, and he'll tell you got to be able to run the ball, especially bad weather games. If you're playing in New England, you'll get some of those games, and if you can run the football, it just makes the passing game easier. So I want to see how they do that with some of the injuries out at the
when is
O-line
Milton
position.
Williams back?
It was 4 weeks for IR.
4 games.
They put him on 4 games for IR.
So he's eligible to return. I believe it's that Jets game following the Ravens game.
Okay, so it's 4 games. It's not just a 4-week period.
Right, I thought the same thing. But
Even
no,
with the
it's
bye
games,
week.
Bye week doesn't count.
All right, so the bye week doesn't count. So that means he's already missed, what,
They
2?
definitely miss him.
Yeah, because they've given up some runners, rushing the ball. They
were number one in the league prior to his injury.
But I feel like we cannot overstate how unbelievably unprecedented what we're watching is. That tonight they are favored to get their 11th win.
Yeah.
Last year they had 3, and in a game they tried to lose, they won in the final week of the season. Where they sit right now is atop the NFL.
Yeah.
If you were to ask everybody to say, who do they expect to see in the AFC Championship game this year?
Yeah.
The Patriots are one of those teams.
Oh, well, now. But going into it, it was Bills, Chiefs.
It was, and it was
Bills, Chiefs, Baltimore, Chargers.
Yeah, Baltimore. Baltimore.
There were a lot of teams.
And everything went well. You were hoping to get to 7 to 8 wins, according to the national pontificators.
Yeah.
And here you are, and you are 2 wins away from winning 12 games for the first time ever without number 12. And you have an opportunity, the Broncos winning last night in OT kind of stinks, but the reality is that it is within your grasp to get the bye, which changes everything. And it looks like the team that you would most fear, 6-6, has to run the table just to get into the playoffs.
Right.
And how come nobody calls the Broncos fool's gold?
Because I don't think people nationally talk about them as a real Super Bowl contender. I think that Drake Maye's performance and what the Patriots have at quarterback compared to Bo Nix, there is not the same belief that they could actually make a run.
Yeah, because, and I agree with Curtis, that's a great point, because the way that Drake Maye is playing, they're like, oh, this can't last forever, where Bo Nix stinks. And so they're like, all right, they're winning because of their defense and taking advantage of those home games, but it's really about their defense. So when they look at the Patriots, the defense is good, but it's not as good as Denver's. And the way Drake Maye is playing, they're like, all right, when's the clock going to strike 12 on Drake Maye, and he's going to come back down to earth?
He's going to come back down to earth.
Why doesn't Sean Payton get talk about Coach of the Year?
He should.
I think because
they were good last year. And it's the award is quote unquote Coach of the Year, but it's really just which coach took a bad team last year to be really good this year.
Right. And you know what? If the Walmart family that owns the Broncos now ran on the sideline in an address, we might talk about the new owners a little bit more.
And I think because
she was right there during that game yesterday. Did you see her?
Yes.
She's literally right there.
It's crazy. And it's just crazy.
You're talking about the
Carly Ursay.
Yeah, she's.
Yeah, I mean, hey, God love them, but
I know
the Colts,
it's
another
probably
team,
going to be a new thing. Like every owner is going to be right there on the sideline during the game,
right,
calling plays.
It is. Listen, Curtis. I know we bust your chops about it, and it doesn't bother me as much. But it is definitely different to see, because they'll go to her, and if you don't know, people are like, "Why are they showing this lady on the sideline?"
I know.
It's like that the coach's wife?
Yeah.
No, it's the owner of the team. And she has that little earpiece in there like she's a CIA
same gear
agent.
that the coaches are wearing.
Yeah.
It's wild.
Yeah, it is definitely.
It was interesting to see yesterday, certainly.
And I know Ty said he talked to Steph Gilmore and, being in Indy, they're like, yeah, we're kind of used to it now.
Well, what are they going to say? I mean, they're not going to say anything, but they're going to say they love it.
Yeah,
I mean, honestly, it's great. I don't know anything about this person. I'm not judging her personally. I'm just saying that if Jonathan Kraft took ownership of the Patriots and had a headset on the sideline and was running in a suit up and down the field, we would be mocking him relentlessly. Yeah. We all agree.
You're probably right.
So then what are we talking about? I'm just saying, it's apples to apples. It's just weird. God love her. I mean, I wish I owned an NFL team. My dad, didn't get quite as successful as her dad.
You're probably right. We'd be like, what the hell's Jonathan doing, man? Take your ass back up.
Now, imagine if she was out there yesterday in a Steelers jersey.
Oh, wow.
That would have been wild.
That would have been
But was she with friends that are Steelers fans?
That would have been wild.